Hello everyone, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. My name is Sam Harkin, representing 8-Bit, and we are at PAX Australia. Very exciting time. I am here with Joe, the lead designer on Fall Guys. How are you doing, Joe?
Yeah, doing really good. It's the first time we've shown the public Fall Guys, so it's really great to get people playing it for the first time.
Yeah. So just like for the viewers at home that may not be, aware of what's going on. Also, if you need to do that, that's cool. Okay. I'll just cut that out. What's your kind of elevator pitch on Fall Guys for the viewers at home?
So, Fall Guys is basically the greatest multiplayer knockout game show the world has ever seen. So if you've seen Takeshi's Castle or Total Wipeout, you'll know what we're talking about. The idea is to get up to 100 people in a lobby together, and we're going to put them through round after round of like Mario Party style elimination game show games until we've got one winner remaining at the end. So we're kind of calling it Party Royale at the moment.
Well, I found it very interesting. We were talking just before, and you were saying, this isn't a game where we just we're going to put our own thing on Battle Royale. This is, you started off like in a Takeshi's Castle kind of manner. So I just find it very interesting. So when you do a game like this where you're mashing up genres, do you kind of start off with one generally, or did you kind of know what you were doing from day one?
Yeah, so I think a big thing with this is that we knew that if we were going to do something competitive multiplayer, it had to be different, and it had to be colourful and accessible and quirky, and it had to feel like something that could come out of our studio. We're not a studio that makes shooters, for example. It was never going to be that. We were just looking at, cool different ways we could get lots of people together, and we've been watching Takeshi's Castle, and there's something so evocative and so distinctive about seeing 100 people running down this obstacle course at the same time. And we thought, hey, someone should make that into a game, and it might as well be us. So that's where we are.
Yeah. So on this demo, on the show floor, where we've got a couple of games set up and we've got bots, is it your intention to kind of have bots to kind of fill out some of those Battle Royale things, if there isn't enough people?
So for the full game, we're hoping that we should always have enough people to fill the game. So we're not planning on having bots in the full game. One thing that's good as well is that if we have, if for whatever the lobby isn't full, we can just skip straight to rounds that are perfectly made for that many people. Each round that we build is designed for 100 or 20 or 10 people, so we can make sure that everybody's playing a game that's tailor-made for the right amount of people in the lobby at any given time.
So on the PAX floor, we've got, 5 or 6 stages?
Yeah, 5 stages, yeah, 5 stages.
So, and that's for 60 people. So does that mean that you're intending to have more stages further up the chain?
I think it's always going to vary a bit because there are some rounds that we don't know how many people it's going to eliminate. So it's always going to be around 4 to 6 rounds, I think. That feels like the sweet spot where it takes about 20 minutes to play through. It's the right level of tension. If you get eliminated towards the end, you're not too bummed out because you haven't been playing for that long. But it's good. It's a colourful, accessible game, but it's competitive at its core. When you get to the last stages, you can feel your heart beating, your hands are shaking. It's really unique, and people are really responding to it well so far.
Yeah, as someone who played it, I can definitely confirm. Very pulse pounding, when it gets down to it. But yeah, it has this very fantastic, colourful, kind of inflatable castle kind of aesthetic.
Yeah, we wanted the games to look like they were made as a game show. We didn't want too much for it to. Everything should look real and tactile, and you should be able to understand what physical aspects things are made of. We kind of see it almost being if someone had a blank check to just build the most insane game show they'd ever build. That's what Fall Guys should be. And we want to try and keep some elements of real-life game shows in there. So whether it's inflatable barriers on the sides or kind of crash mat materials that are kind of slightly wrinkled, we're trying to get real attention to detail and really push those types of things as well.
Awesome. And I believe this is coming out mid-2020 for other people at home?
Yeah, so we're saying early to mid-2020, PS4 and PC as well.
Yeah. Very exciting stuff. I personally cannot recommend this game enough. It is fantastic, and I'm very glad that you are getting such a warm reception that you so deserve.
Yeah. Thanks very much for stopping by and playing.
And yes, that is the first interview done, and please like and subscribe and all that stuff. And we'll have a lot more interviews coming. I never know how to end these. Okay. Bye.